All right, what is your name and what did you do this weekend?
My name is Andrew Palomo. I got third place yesterday at the Las Vegas Regional.
Nice. Did you have any shout outs before the deck profile?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to shout out my boys, Landon, Isaac. Basically, I tested a lot with them, and when it came to my locals as well, People's Card Shop, I was able to do a lot of testing there. A lot of great people, a lot of great pros come here. So it was a lot of great testing that I got to do, a lot of different builds, a lot of casuals as well. So it was very good to deck theory around here.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah. The typical spells, Gold Sword, Terraforming, and then the Maliss in the Mirror. I really like this card, the utility of being able to break boards, like especially blind going first or second. Being able to place it, being able to use it in combo to get certain pieces that you want is actually really good. Of course, max out on the field spell as much as you can, especially with the Gold Sword. And then I'm actually playing both traps. I'm playing MTB and GWC. I know a lot of people are cutting GWC right now currently, but the reason I like it is because it allows you to have recursion and a lot more utility. It allows you to grind a lot harder, and allows you to have like certain like smaller lines with just Red Ransom when you get full allos. So you want to try to give them as little hand knowledge and to give them as little draws as possible. So that's why I really like it a lot. Of course, the Dormouse and the White Rabbit max out on my names as much as possible. The March Hare, so I've been playing this deck since release, and this card completely changed the utility and the recursion with this deck. Being able to have the Chessy Cat be basically a free gold a pot of a pot of greed is actually really good. It's like so free because you basically get the draw two, or if they hand trap and interact it, it's a hand. You know, you're basically thinning their hand. You link into the one, and then you use it from the hand to summon. So now you have two bodies plus a link one. And it's actually really good. So being able to extend really well without using any other names. And then later in the combo, you just add it back to hand. The Chessy Cat. The reason I play 3, where a lot of people are actually playing 2 or lower, is because I want as many names, and this card these 2 cards right here is combo by itself. It's basically the same thing where the Link Decoder was replaced with just this card. Being able to play through a lot of boards with just these 2 cards, or just like this card and a Bestial, is really good. It basically is like 3 bodies by itself, being able to utilize it really well, and then later on in the combo being able to bring it back and banish whatever's on the field, bring this back, and then you still get to draw 2 later on in the combo without having to worry about it. And then inciting as well. Inciting I tend to take 2 out because it is technically one of the worst starters, but it is still really great in utility and being able to recur and having a name. It's just not the best name to have with everything else that you would want, especially if you're going, you want to have first and have as many sighting cards as you want to see as possible. And then of course the 2 new honorary names as well. Having these cards in hand, going either first or second, it feels really good because you feel so safe and you feel like you're going to be able to play through at least 2 to 3 interruptions and still be able to combo. So going first, it's really good being able to extend or being able to like just have a follow up and just save this in hand for as long as possible to keep playing with an interaction. They nib you, you Link Spider, and then you still play through the board, and you can even still combo with the end pieces. And then the 2 honorary Bestials, I literally almost never cited these out. I never had a time where I felt really bad having these. I kind of wanted to add more names, but again, I do want to see more of the actual main deck names. Having these to be able to break board or just to be an extra additional interruption, it always felt really good. So I don't think I would take these out at all. And now for the non-engine, I played 3 Ash. Being able to just challenge any Perulias, any Fuas, just being a 1-for-1 trade with them is really good. With knowing that you're going into a Mitsurugi matchup, having this and having Impulse, that basically beats their deck. Because you save this for prayers, and then you save the trap for the Mitsurugi ritual, and then basically that's all they have. And then they have to try to establish through a board, and they can't. Especially Pure, they basically don't have anything unless they're playing Fiendsmith or they're playing the Ryzeal matchup. That would make it a little bit different. But with my deck theory, I wanted to have them play as minimal of a board going first or second, because my later on in the cards I'll show you is that I wanted to break their board, and it was very easy because my entire engine is just to be able to make them play minimal. So I played 3 Droll because it hits everything else that's not Maliss, and even against Maliss still cuts off certain hands, so it makes their board extremely minimal. So just knowing how to like interact with this card, but siding, I always took these out and put in, of course, a side cards for it. Fua, I can't say anything bad about this card. It's very good. In the combo, you need to be able to going first. You need a card to discard, so it never feels bad to discard this card or just have it in hand. Sometimes if you have like maybe like if your hand dies to maybe one card, sometimes you don't play and sometimes you just pass with this, or just being able to just set a trap early on in the turn, being able to activate it and then just use this is actually, it feels really good sometimes, especially when you have Bestials to like back this up. And then of course with the Impulse, like I said, this and this beats Mitsurugi, so it makes it a very easy matchup. Sometimes, you do feel a little nervous when it's Ryzeal because they can still establish and still set follow-up. But then I did 3 Imperm because, again, this helps in line with combos. This helps you play through stuff. This helps you... it's just a really great card, and I never feel bad having it. And then the goo the spice that I was playing is actually Ultimate Slayer. The reason I was playing Ultimate Slayer because it complements my extra deck and the way I was playing it. And then this one card with any of these extra deck, or I'm sorry, any of these non-engine right here, is basically a board. It's like I play through the whole everything. So I play through one ritual if I have one ritual and a detonator. I play through everything, or say if I'm going first, it's still my free discard. So that was my theory and why I wanted to play it, because it never felt bad to discard it or to play through a board. And then especially like with Blue Eyes, with like everything, like there's not a bad target where I feel shuffling something back and just getting another interaction just for a 1 card trace for 2 interactions. So that's why I felt very, very confident in this. And then I was being able to practice it a lot and being able to show, it felt funny because I got a lot of slack for this and thinking that I was funny or crazy for running this because the rituals are so prevalent right now. But just being able to have this confidence in that I've practiced a lot against them and that I know how to interact with them now a little bit better. And so being able to have this is just my actual like technical option that I can have for whatever utility I need. And then for the extra deck, so this is where my build gets different from everybody's current Maliss list. I see that everybody runs right now the Bomber Dragon, which I understand the utility, but I just feel like our end board piece can be a lot stronger. Having just White Binder and Red Ransom in the grave is already our traditional combo and already plays through a lot. So I felt like having an additional really big end board piece that did more, because having a Bomber Dragon and then having EXT send Aggregator and then your shit's dead, that feels terrible. So being able to just having a really better end board piece that trades a lot better is what I really wanted. So for my Link 1s, I had Link Reborn. It just felt so good being able to always just have this going turn 1 or turn 2 and just being able to summon this. You're going to play through the Impulse Trap, you're going to play through the Mitsurugi Ritual, you're going to play through the White Force Trap, the Book of Moon, so it feels really good being able to have this. And in combos, I feel like one thing I wanted to do a lot better is that I actually wanted to summon this a lot sooner in my combos, because it would have helped me play a lot better and actually play a little bit more reserved and more control in the game. Link Spider, because you get nibbed, this is your honorary nib card. This card is mandatory now, I feel, at least the one of, and yeah, I feel like moving forward is still going to be in the deck. Splash Mage, I really like this card, especially now how the deck is established. because now with the new cards and the new engine, it basically makes it a full Cybers deck, and with 2 complementary bestials just to interact on the on your opponent's turn. So I actually really theorize on adding more of this, and because going turn 2 or any kind of follow up, it's actually really nice. So that's something that maybe considers maybe running 2 of this in the future. Wicked is extremely nice, being able to play it through a detonator, through a Mitsurugi board, being able to establish this early on as possible into the combo, basically is what helped me win through a lot of board interactions. Yeah, I never feel bad about having this card. I wish there was some way to kind of have recurrent back into your combo, so that's just something. Lizardos, I'm very conflicted about Lizardos. This is where I would actually replace the additional Splash Mage. The reason for this, I know a lot of people say this is a safe line to play under like an Imperm, but honestly I feel like the deck plays through 1 Imperm very well already. So if anything, I feel like our board, like having this is like a very safe card to have, if anything. But being able to have more utility is something that I wish that our extra deck has, and sometimes I feel like maybe this replaced with SP Little Knight would be a little bit better, but that's just something that I consider a lot as to cutting it. And then the traditional 3 Maliss names, I don't ever see myself cutting them or changing them. It would feel really bad if this card got hit. And then as far as recursion, being able to establish this to OTK very early on in the combo, people don't respect that, and being able to like where they pass on a very minimal board and they try to like fool you on your turn and like pray that they get a card. I'm making this in 4 summons and I'm gonna OTK you. So if you don't respect this card, this is how I snuck a lot of my wins, being able to just play under a nib and just being able to like try to threaten the OTK, and then say if they interact with it and they disrupt it, being able to have this back and off the GWC, because that's the trap that I set when I'm going to try to threaten OTK, is set GWC off the binder, and then link into this and then go battle. And then being able to like basically main phase 2 and I establish Splash Mage go into these 2 names and then just have more board, being able to have this come back into the combo at any point on your opponent's turn. Transcode, I know a lot of people are very against this card, but that's the reason I really like it, is because I'm more Cybers based, and being able to just not utilize any of the other names and just have this card play through my end board and be established, being an end piece is really good. And it also makes having your backup be a 1-card combo into this, being this and an Omni Negate that can't be targeted is crazy. Like people just don't respect it, and they don't expect it when they're trying to like play through it. Access code with Red Ransom, being able to have just Red Ransom then go with an additional body into this, like very early on to the combo, knowing you have like maybe another 2 extenders, and just threaten OTK here by just linking into this, target gain 3,000, people start sweating. They start getting nervous. So then you do effect, maybe you got Splash Mage, you got Link Spider, whatever it may be. You do 1 pop, you do 2, now you got this back, or they try to get rid of it. They always threaten this card. This card is a very big threat, and I don't think I would ever cut it. The new end board piece is Ally Code. I think this card is crazy, but I don't think it's crazy enough that I would always want to end on it, because there's certain boards and ends that I don't think that a 1 negate is going to do it for me. So that's where I deck theorize, and this is where this kind of goes into Ultimate Slayer. So I put the Ultimate Slayer package back in with Terahertz, because being able to play through Lancia and being able to like attack through 2 monsters, or sometimes being able to just swing really big over and threaten life points, it's actually really good. Having this on your opponent's turn, sending this on your turn, having a spell trap negate, having this to place a spell and trap zone a monster, it's crazy. Like this alone is like two interruptions. And they need to respect it, especially if you just play through Lancia, you make this, and now you have these 2 to send. You know what I mean? So it's really good. And the aggregator target, the blue eyes target, and any kind of target that you may need for the fusion, it's just crazy. And sometimes when I'm breaking through boards and I don't have anything to send for, like say they have like a League monster, it's the mirror, I'll just send the Terahertz. And then my side is of course 3 Lancia. It's 3 AI Meet You. I was originally gonna play Signet mining, and I was practicing a lot with Signet mining, but in the combo you already discard like 1 or 2 times in the combo naturally. So discarding again with Signet mining is just, it negs the hand so much that there's not a lot of utility, because you end up having to discard like, say, like your hand traps or any kind of like maybe like an imprint that you wanted to set, because you need like your other card in your hand to follow up whatever it is. So this, and not having it be a neg card is really good. Having it be like a 1 card that they have to ash, or they have to purge it. It's just a lot, and it allows you to play through Lancia. And the reason I played this is because I also wanted to play Atichi. I had seen a list that was playing this card. The reason I did this is because, again, I want to see my backup cards. Being able to play through Lancia is basically the reason I was being able to win a lot of matchups. A lot of people would just scoop, not let me OTK them. They would just be in the battle phase and scoop. And then I would just side these in and try to get as many other cards going first that I can, because I want to see backup. This plus 3 backup is 7 opportunities to draw it. So, and I played in a 41 list, so I just wanted to always see it. Having 2 is still not bad because you still discard off backup, so it's still fine. So it's a really good card. And because in backup you can discard a Dormouse or whatever. Say if you have like 2 of this and a backup, it's still a combo because they ash or they imperm the backup. Then you do this, you add the wizard, and you still play through it. And my 2 other going first cards that I really wanted to complement with these is the Talents and the Call By. And sometimes I would even side this in if I knew that, like, naturally through Engine I didn't need too much. I just wanted to make sure that I can play through the Lancia, and making sure that I got that is basically why I ran this. I considered playing Lancia, Cross Out, but I didn't want to do Cross Out because it forces me to play my own target in that, and then drawing combo, or even just naturally drawing my going first hand, and drawing this card, it feels terrible. So that's why I didn't want to do that, because it forced me to play it with a nice cleaner list. So being able to have these 2 cards and basically have a much better hand and interaction, whether I want to draw 2 or rip hand, is a lot good. Is crazy. Or even going second, being able to take control of a monster, mirror match, whatever, that's your own recursion. So it's crazy. And then, of course, I wanted options as far as going into different matchups, because I already main deck a lot of great options, so I just needed utility. I did Meows and I did Perulia. The reason for these, and not like say any other cards, is because I already had these, right? So like my theory is that why not use the best card that punishes different decks in different ways, and makes them play through smaller boards. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted every deck to play through a smaller board, and they have to respect these.
Alrighty. Thanks, Andrew. I will see you at Nats then.
All right.